We must never forget, as teachers in the university, that our main purpose is indeed student learning. And so the second image I want to look at has all to do with that. It is a sculpture of the Salmon of Knowledge, which hangs on the wall of the Student Centre and is by the sculptor Conor Fallon. This, of course, is steeped in Irish legend, the Salmon of Knowledge, and it is a very important lesson for us as teachers. In the legend of the Salmon of Knowledge, Fionn, the young Fionn, he's seen really as symbolic of all young learners, full of questions. When Fionn was a boy, his parents were most anxious that he should make the most of his education, and so they sent him to the 3 wise women in order to make the most of his learning. Fionn was constantly and incessantly questioning, and so even the 3 wise women found it difficult to answer his questions, and so ultimately sent him to Finnegas, who was known at the time as the wisest man in the land. Fionn thrived under Finnegas's tuition, but however, Finnegas held a dark secret. He wished to catch the salmon of knowledge and to eat the salmon himself so that he would become the knower, the seer, the only one with all of knowledge. Fionn spent his days when he wasn't studying, fishing and hunting, and he loved to fish in the river. And one day, of course, he netted the salmon of knowledge, the salmon who had eaten daily of the hazelnut tree with which wisdom is associated. Fionn, in his excitement, brought the salmon back to Finnegas, delighted to show it off. Finnegas, however, was quite alarmed and instructed Fionn certainly to cook the salmon, but not to dare eat of it. However, when Fionn was cooking the salmon, he accidentally burned his finger and, of course, put his finger to his mouth. And in that moment changed history, for he then became the seer, he became the knower. The moral for us in teaching and learning is that the professor cannot hoard the knowledge. We cannot possess it and keep it from the learners. We must gift the learning to the learner. We have to help them on their journey, to facilitate their learning, but we cannot do the journey for them, but neither can we hide the trackway from them. So I'm sure if you look around your own university, you will also come upon several images and metaphors and signifiers that speak to teaching and learning in your setting, but that also speak to its history, to its legends, to its many cultural associations. And as part of researching our teaching and learning, we need to make these stories visible. We need to bring these images to life so that the journey for each of our students lives before us, and that every time we are honouring teaching as part of research, as integral to the university, and as always visible and researchable. So, your challenge now is to find such images, such pictures, such stories, and to talk about them together online.